Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ann. Chinatown is one of the most well-known tourist attractions here in San Francisco. And I'll be honest, the heart and soul of Chinatown is the people who live and work here and shop here. And without that, it seems a little empty, as do most places in San Francisco, and I'm sure the rest of the country that is having shelter-in-place orders. But there is still plenty to see when you're in Chinatown. So this is the first video in a series that I'm doing on Chinatown. And today I'm going to be focusing on the street art, the statues, and the murals throughout Chinatown. So I am in front of the Dragon's Gate entrance. Let's head in and get started. This is our first mural, which is just a couple of blocks in from the Dragon's Gate. It is called Anatomical Study, and it is by Luke Dragon. He's done a number of murals in Chinatown, so you'll see more of his. He's now an emergency medicine resident in Queens, New York, and you can see through his murals that he was interested in the human body. Next to this mural is the entrance to St. Mary's Square, which right now is closed because of the pandemic. But in the square is a 12-foot statue by Ben Bufano of Dr. Sun Yat-sen. Sun Yat-sen is the founder of the Kuomintang, the Chinese Nationalist Party that overthrew the Qing dynasty in 1911. This statue commemorates his visit to San Francisco in the early 20th century when he was exiled from China. If you're looking for a place to sit, it's a really nice park to come to. Behind me is another mural by Luke Dragon. He wrote on his Instagram about this mural. Every Chinese kid growing up heard the story of Pigsy from Journey to the West. I have never heard of this story, but I'm definitely going to take a look and see what it has to say. I love how he's got Notorious P.I.G. on it, which is a contemporary cultural reference. And I love the way that he makes use of the drain pipe as part of the artwork. This mural is by mural artist Francisco Aquino, and he does a number of murals here in San Francisco. This one is called Dancing Dragons. He has another one here in Chinatown that is my favorite mural of all, and I'll let you know when we get to that one. This mural is another one by Luke Dragon called The Tiger Dragon. This mural is another one by Luke Dragon. It is Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was born here in Chinatown, but this used to be a Banksy piece of art, a Banksy mural, and I have a picture of it. I have to say, must have taken a lot of chutzpah to paint over a Banksy, but Bruce Lee was born in Chinatown. He really deserves to be here more than the Banksy does, and I think it is an excellent piece of art. You can also see the heart, again, Luke Dragon's interest in the anatomy. I'm at the intersection of Grant and Clay Street, and there are three interesting artistic works here. The first is the Terracotta Warriors on this building. I had a hard time finding out much about this, but here is what I know. Betty Louie was born here in Chinatown, and her family owns this building. In 2015, she wanted to revitalize Chinatown. The mural already existed on the building, and she had these life-size Terracotta Warriors, so she funded this art installation as part of that revitalization project. Remember I said earlier that Francisco Aquino had a second mural here in Chinatown that was my absolute favorite, and that is this mural. I love this. It is so different from anything else here in Chinatown, and it is also based on a photograph. That was taken in Ross Alley in 1898. It was taken by Arnold Genthe, and it's called Street of Gamblers by Day. This is Ross Alley, where Arnold Genthe took his photograph in 1899. The 1906 earthquake leveled all of Chinatown, so none of the buildings from that photograph exists today. So we can't be sure which end of the alley he took it from. For me personally, it feels like it was from this end. When I look at that photograph, this is the angle that I see, but it could have been on this side or this end. Another mural here at the intersection of Grant and Clay is another one by Luke Dragon. He had just finished working at a hospital in Brooklyn, and he brought some of his East Coast influences back to Chinatown. This beautiful mural of a woman with a headdress is by a mural and tattoo artist named Mel Waters. He has a number of murals throughout the San Francisco area. All right, I am in Goworth Alley, and this is the newest artwork in Chinatown. This was created by Chinatown's Community Development Center's Adopt an Alleyway program. The lead artist is Margarita Soy-Furtus, and this was created by Chinatown's youth. The name of it is Dragon Boats Chasing Moonlight. This is the Goddess of Democracy. It's a replica of the original Goddess of Democracy that was erected in Tiananmen Square during the 1989 protests. Before you leave Portsmouth Square, take a look at this monument to author Robert Louis Stevenson. This ship is an homage to his novel Treasure Island. We're here in Jack Kerouac Alley, which is between North Beach and Chinatown. This end is Chinatown, that end is North Beach. We have this by Luke Dragon, the Dragon. This piece of art is by an artist named Emily Farrell. I couldn't find anything more about it than that. And we have another piece of artwork, Bruce Lee here, who doesn't have a name attached to it, so I don't know who did that. Applemeister is the name of the store around the corner. Alley. Hang Odd translated stands for fragrance, so this is Fragrance Alley. At this particular moment, this alley is very fragrant, but not in a good way. This is another piece of art that was created as part of the Chinese Community Development Center's Adopt an Alleyway program. The lead artist again was Margarita Soy-Furtus, and these were created by Chinese American youth. If you've liked this video, click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I will have more on my Chinatown series coming up soon. If you're interested in the history on Market Street, check out my video, A Walk Along Market Street. Thank you for watching.